Someone to read the objectives for this session. Volunteer. Different types of saving methods that are available for us. We're going to identify them, and then we're going to look at their advantages and disadvantages, and then we're going to look at the factors that we look at when we're choosing our saving methods. So in our previous sessions, we've already covered how we set our goals, and we've identified what are our short-term goals and our long-term goals, and we've created a budget for ourselves for how to manage money to save for those goals that we have created. So in the next step, we're going to identify ways of saving and the saving methods. Where do we save? So in pairs, discuss with your partner and draw just one saving method that you use to save up for your goals. Just draw just one, and then after you're done, you come and stick them up on this ball. Just draw one saving method. So I'll give you 5 minutes to do that.
a mobile digital wallet for various transactions and has recently started setting aside a portion of her income directly in the wallet to help build savings.
So she's using one digital wallet, which here you can say it as Ecofish, number one wallet. And then the second character, Richard.
Richard belongs to a village savings and loan association. He makes monthly contributions.
He's using the village savings associations, which we can say in our communities we use the ISALs, right? Are we all aware of the ISALs? ISALs. Okay. ISALs are internal savings and lending credit association, like where a group of people come together and they decide to sell. Every month they put in subscriptions. After they've after they remove those subscriptions, you then share it out, loan it out on that same day. You don't save it in a tin or in a piggy bank. Loan it out, and then next month, same thing, subscriptions, and then those that is taken loans, they bring their loans with the interest, and then you loan it out again. That's another way of saving. The next one, Lisa.
She prefers to keep her savings in the bank as it offers her the easiest way to track her personal, family, and business savings.
So she prefers to use what? The bank. That's another way of saving. You can save your money in the bank. And then Simba.
Simba is mostly paid in cash and puts his money under his mattress for safekeeping. He tries to stash it carefully to prevent anyone from accessing it.
So Simba uses the mattress and identified our TV bank. Our wallet. Put your bag, put your ISOs, and put mattress. And then we've got what we call the circles. The circles where you sell, it's the same as ISOs, though they are registered as a cooperative savings and credit cooperative. The circles, are we aware of the circles? Savings and credit cooperative. Internal savings and lending scheme. So this is also a group of people that come together and they register. They are registered under the Ministry of Women Affairs, the circles. You can register them at the Ministry of Women Affairs, and then we have got, the ISALs, they are not registered, you do not register them, but you can have a stamp of your constitution being sent at the police, just in case if you've got any problems or you've got any problems, let's say a member is defaulted the payments, then you can get to the police and report the case. And then we also have got other forms of savings, which are in kind. You can save in kind. Let's for example, in livestock and buildings, etc. And then you can save, give your friends to keep the money for you. That's another way. So this is means that if the institution loses your money, the state will pay the key losses up to a certain amount. Formal institutions include banks, the post office, microfinance institutions, insurance companies, digital wallets, and savings cooperatives. I will come again. Formal savings institutions is regulated by a public body to ensure that people's savings are safe. Let me know when I'm going too fast. Normally, formal savings institutions pay interest on the money deposited with them. Some establishments provide guarantees. This means that if the institution, some establishments provide guarantees. This means that if the institution loses your money, the state will pay the losses up to a certain amount. Formal institutions include banks, the post office, microfinance institutions, digital wallets, and savings cooperatives. So let's move to the semi-formal. Yes.
My question is, I'm noticing you said they pay interest. Does EcoCash pay interest?
And it depends if they inspire
The digital wallet.
yes, the digital wallet or the bank. When we move to the semi, I will also do the formal. Then let's move to the semi-formal saving methods that we can identify from the list that we have. Which ones are semi-formal? Do we agree it's semi-formal? She says it's semi-formal because you register those things. You register them under
I feel the livestock and the properties fall under informal, reason being you're just trying to safeguard yourself. So you're buying that item to keep it yourself. So when it's semi-formal, there is a certain level of formality, like ISOs, where you have to have it written down and stamped by the police, or have people accountable to the cause, like ISOs. So before we meet and receipt, we will have a constitution that we all agree to, so that if we default, we can take it to the police based on the constitution that is signed, either in front of a magistrate, in front of a police officer or commissioner of courts.
So on the semi-formal, we identify the ISALs. Let's read the definition of ISAL so that you understand. Semi-formal savings method represents a midway between formal and informal strategies. They represent a midway between formal and informal strategies. Semi-formal institutions offer services organized by the community. They offer services organized by the community, but not supervised or regulated by the state. They can include unregistered microfinance institutions and savings provide a great alternative for some groups that cannot access formal savings. They can provide a great alternative for some groups that cannot access formal savings. You are now clear on that, Kanya? And then let's move to the ISALs, to the informal savings method. Which ones can you recognize?
So, I think you can watch our video, okay? Okay, so today is the 29th of April. We're bringing in our contributions for April. $100 per person. Valerie, my $100. And then we have requests for the months. Those that are going to borrow in our bank, we have $500. Kindly wants 200. Pinky requested for 100. And David 200. So then our meeting is dissolved. Then we meet next month on the 30th. So we're back on the 30th. Before we reconvene, can I please have our collections for last month? We charged at 30% interest. So kindly, $260. $260 from Kanye, Pinky, 130. David, 260. Right, can we also have our contributions now for this month? We've collected back all our money, valued $900 for this month. And then now we're going to borrow it out again. So we'll have requests for this month. So we're going to calculate our total and then take the request for the month. So that's what basically will be happening. So advantages, I'm sure as you can see, no one stays as a treasurer or keeps our money. So we kind of invest in each other and the money is growing 30% every month. So it's not, we're not going to expect to get the 500 and the 500, but we also get 30% of every amount every month. So as we share at the end of the year, we're going to divide our monthly contributions and we're going to add the profits that we had, and then we would have saved at a premium. Disadvantage, let's say our brother invests his whole 260 in a Ponzi scheme and he loses all his money. He'll come without any money into the group. As much as we can try and chase after him, if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. You know how us Africans are like. They'll tell you they don't have it, unless you use other means of collection. So it's a risk as well.
And also, if they will allow us money from teacher, I will not understand system, so you can allow money. You know what I'm saying?
There's still a profit. So we can take it to that situation.
What you say, you take what I'm saying. So, okay, keep on 100, so flag I profit 19, if we might be going to 100. Off now, off now. All right.
Thank you.
So they were demonstrating the same formal method, and they highlighted the advantages that they'll be saving in each other, the money-based interest. They highlighted the advantages, the money that they are investing in each other, the money-based interest, and the disadvantages, it is not secure and it is risky. They highlighted the issue of investing. Most of us, we usually call saving as investing. And when we are saying I'm saving for something or I'm saving money somewhere, we are investing money in, let's say, I'm investing in the livestock, I'm investing in properties, I'm investing in companies. That's who can define investing for us? What is the Is it a formal way or semi-formal or informal way? Can be all. So it can be in two ways, and you can entrust your money to a bank, which invests on your behalf, which is a formal way, or you can invest your money on your own, entrust your money directly to an entrepreneur or an asset. So investment can fall between the formal or an informal way. And let's move to the next group, group 2.
So ngithi ngicela ungisize mntanami lapha ngithi ungisize ngokuthi khona ngingayenza njani ukuze ngibheke imali yami sengizile ngigcina imali phansi komatrasi ngisize.
Okay. Okay, so ngiyabuzwa. Okay. Kamala akule sile inbox the ecocash. So i-inbox ecocash yakhona ukuthumela imali lapho ikhona ngivele senkali ngivele kuphi ifake imali ecocash is fast and it's convenient and then awudingi like ukugada is something in transport uzifake imali yakho phakathi khonapho gogo uzoyicollecta nxa usufuna ukuyisebenzisa kodwa kulama-interest ku-ecocash leyo sometimes singakhona ukuhlupha i-network then ungani gogo abantu ifoni yakho abazukulu bakho bebambe iphini yakho bakutshontshe imali yakho khonapho kwi-ecocash. Yeah.
Group 2. So they were highlighting the advantages of the formal way using the digital method. And they made an example of ecocash, and they highlighted that it is fast, it is convenient, it is safe, but however it's got charges, and their charges are related to when you want to take your money, there are charges, or if you want to send money, there are charges, and then network problems, sometimes you might incur network challenges, and then the issue of being hacked. Someone can make your phone and use that money if you are careless with your password. So showers to the group, thank you for the presentation. Group number 3.
Hello guys, so Daniel these days, I must say that it's money, putting up money that came from the bank card and all, and great for emergency. I don't need to go to town. I have to touch my okay.
Manje ama-disadvantage wamabhasi. Lolo luseduze. As we have seen, imali intshontshiwe, ubheke nansi ithunqishe, ibhali sitshiwe, then it's gone. Your money doesn't grow, so there's no interest that accumulates. Ngoba ungafaka i-500 ngaphansi komatrasi, ivuke i-500 ngaphansi komatrasi, and then you're tempted to spend it because your money is immediately there and you can see it. It's easier for you to justify it and like, oh, and then it's harder to manage your track, of which I think it's 50-50 because you can still budget, but now someone can come and take your money out and you can't account for it. And then inflation will eat your money alive. So if something happens, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for the advantages and disadvantages that you highlighted for the informal saving method, which was under the mattress. The last group 4.
Next.
So I need cash really, really fast.
Sorry,
What's about cash? But then you mentioned
Security, please help me.
ngangikwazi ngivele ngibanjele ukuthi ngingatrust amabhenki vele khale sengifuna imali yakho nasabona isikuthi so manje njenzinjani ngibhalisa account but imali ngiyenzela ingabalele lawa vele sihle samanye manje wow police ngakhayo na
saving methods, be it formal, semi-formal, or informal. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. So we'll add more of the advantages that were not highlighted here. We'll start with the formal. Any volunteer to come and be our scribe. Any volunteer? Or like 8, yes, Nandi. Let's add to the advantages of the formal savings method. What other advantages do we have? Okay, it is safe. We mentioned that privacy. No one except the holder of savings project knows how much is in the account. So it's for privacy. So it is safe and private act, but no, because no one knows how much you have in your account. You're the only one who knows. It's privacy. And then less temptation to withdraw. Unlike the matters overnight, you can easily go and access the matters, money in the matters, but with the bank, you can't just easily go and withdraw the money. You have to follow some certain procedures. And then you may receive interest. We've mentioned that you can access other financial projects, current accounts, retirement savings accounts, loans, etc. Other financial projects. Manage your money easily. As you can receive your bank statements, can help to keep track of your money. encourages you or motivates you to sell. Like, you know, next month I have to have $100 for subscriptions. You find that $100 for you to go and sell. It motivates and encourages you to sell. Because you know every month I need to have $100. So make sure that you have that $100. Gives you discipline. Move to the disadvantages. What are other disadvantages associated with same form? What other disadvantages? Secure efficient, risky, we mentioned. What else? What else, guys? Alright, we've got limited or no access to loans. Sometimes there could be a limited amount of loans. Limited amount of loans. And then being able to save or withdraw money is subject to the approval of the members. So you have to follow what members say. The majority are saying, no, we can't pay the money this month because of ABC, then you can't access the money. And then danger that a member will not abide by the rules. E.g., someone is taking a loan from the group, next month they don't bring that money, or they just default forever. There's nothing you can do. So dangers of members not abiding with the rules. Yes, it may be difficult for you to some of the advantages is that you don't have to deal with administrative procedures from formal institutions. You don't need your money, you have to fill in some paper, documents, whatever. And then asset you have acquired might increase in value. Your house that you have invested in might increase in value. Your friend or relative is always available. Now let's look at disadvantages of informal. We say it is not safe, it can be stolen, low interest does not accumulate, easily tempted, and issues of inflation. What else? Another one we can say difficult to liquidate in case of emergency. If there's an emergency now, you need to go first sell the house or sell the house before you can get the money, and it can take time for you to get that asset sold. And sometimes the asset might lose value. Right? It's not always the case where it will gain value. It might lose value. Thank you, Nandi. Yes, it's also this. So it doesn't mean if you take your cows, it doesn't mean they will multiply. They might die. Thank you so much. Showers to everyone. So let's move on. We've identified the different types, we've stated the advantages and disadvantages. What could go wrong with each of these saving methods? What could go wrong? Yes, Val.
With informal, let's say in kind of you're keeping cattle and they're struck by lightning, you just lost your speed.
You can lose the money, you can lose your savings. What else? Issues of economy. How about it? Right? What else happened to our savings? People can get stolen. Yes, it can get stolen. Right? So savings can be stolen or lose. They can lose their value. They may have to be used to meet an agent's need or pay off a debt contracted unwisely for something not really needed at a high rate of interest, or with someone you cannot trust, or someone else's debts. They can be used for family members without your permission. Savings in kind can lose their value. So we're going to assess the degree of safety for these saving methods that we've highlighted, and your banks, your ISALs, or even your mattress. How safe is it to use the formal method? Let's rate them from 1 to 10. How safe is it using the formal?
I think I'll give them a 6. Because here you wake up, there is a new instrument. Your US dollar has changed into local currency. And you can't really do anything with it. Or something just happens out of the blue and you wake up with no money after saving so much. So giving it a 10, not in Zimbabwe, maybe with international institutions where you know that the dollar that I put in is gaining interest and I will still have something from it.
I was going for 6, Kanya.
I'm going for 8. So, this is what I am thinking. What she's saying is very true, yes? But maybe we treat the banks differently. I'll give you an example. When we want to invest, what is it? Is it called investing? When we want to save at the bank, isn't it? Already, because of our past experiences, we know when we put in a savings account, in a bank it will just go whatever happens. The government can do whatever, right? But still at the bank, they have options. You can use a MasterCard. It's part of the bank. It's a safer way for you to save your money. A MasterCard, money put in a MasterCard or Visa, in whatever bank in Zimbabwe, retains its value. You can use it even outside the country. So even if today you put $100 in your MasterCard, and tomorrow they wake up and say there's no more US dollars, in your MasterCard it stays there. You can even go and withdraw it in Botswana. That's safe, and it's still the bank. There is no other way you could do that.
So we've got 8, 6, let's go. You need to rate this one. 5. We're rating this as a 6. Alright. Then the semi-formal, from a scale of 1 to 10. I'll say the 6. Still at the dangers. We've got your dangers of members defaulting. So I'm going for 4. Everywhere. And then informal. 10. Just saying 10 because all of you are listening. Number 1.
For now it's 8.
Well, putting 8 because someone could still eat what the house is saying.
So
Inflation in Zimbabwe doesn't see us because we live in inflation in the nation. So when I think that was us at the back, still.
We are going for 8 for the informal. How safe is it? In Zimbabwe, it's the safest. So you're saying Zimbabwe is the safest? Alright, let's hear Kanya's group.
Informal.
Yes.
In Zimbabwe. Yeah.
I said, because we live and we survive and we live it. Yeah, probably say that. Because people basically live in that safe section. Only a few informed one go semi-informal. Otherwise, everyone else is there. No matter what safe, we still do it.
Yes. The question is how safe was the station?
Seven.
You are doing.
Ungayala the money that TV yao.
Exactly.
So 7, 8.
Alright, so at the end of the day, all these are saving all these are not safe, are not 100% safe. So you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. And don't, if you have decided to use the formal, there are disadvantages of this. And so don't just put all your money in what? In the bank. Put money somewhere else. Maybe you could use the iSalves or even give a friend or on your piggy bank. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. So moving on, there's a problem that goes like whoever does not have a savings does not sleep. Whoever does not have a savings does not sleep. That's one. Because you'll be thinking what will happen tomorrow, what will happen to my kids and stuff like that. And you're always thinking what will happen. What if, and so it is important to have your savings and choose a method that is best suitable for you, for your business or for your needs or for the type of goals that you have. So you've got characteristics to consider when choosing a saving method. So in your groups, I need you to discuss what characteristics you consider when choosing a saving method. If you're choosing a bank, what do you do? What factors do you look at? If you're choosing an ISAL, what factors do you look at? When you're choosing a piggy bank, what factors do you look at? So in the next 5 minutes, discussing in groups and then
of saving. For example, you want to buy a car. The amount of money that you are keeping, are you just keeping it or you need interest onto it, or you want to build a house, or you just want to buy a phone? So you can then choose what works best for you, what would probably keep and collect the most.
Consider your needs, and what else? Kanya?
The formalities for registration.
Administration, right? What else do you consider? Charges and fees. What else? What else? What? Policies. What else, Gary? What else do you consider? And each of customer, which group was presenting where the customer was going to a vegan? How they say, you want to tell my banks was in blood? They are not kind. Customer service. So these are some of the characteristics or features that influence our saving methods, choosing a saving method. And according to you, which ones do you think you consider most? The ones that are very important to you. Your needs. Interest.
Accessibility.
Accessibility. When I get my money anytime, when I need to use it. Also accessibility. On the admins. They You're saying something, David? Share with the group.
Always come with customer service. But the times people always there, it's just negative. People can just do online.
Online, they don't need to go to banks. Alright, so let's go to page 77. We have identified the goals or your needs. Fill in the same way and highlight saving methods can you choose for that particular goal. Looking at your goals, which is the best saving method is perfect for that particular goal that you have identified.
provide security in the event of an emergency. Some needs or emergencies can be foreseen, others cannot. Saving enables you to plan for future needs or projects. When everything is going well, saving also enables you to plan for things you would like to do or save or have. You need to be familiar with the different savings methods to choose the one best suited to our needs. Consider that there are many financial service providers offering digital solutions that can make the opening of savings accounts much easier than before.
Thank you, Valerie. So the importance of saving, if you decide that I'm saving for a particular goal, look at the advantages and disadvantages of those saving methods and the factors that you look at when you're choosing those saving methods. Do we have any questions from this session? Any questions? Any questions? Additions? Any subtractions? Are we good? All right, thank you so much for this wonderful session. Thank you for participating. Let's have an icebreaker or an energy